Chautauqua's opening theme this week is transformation and tomorrow. So I want to talk a bit about that. In fact, we talk about transformation a lot in church. The ways that God transforms the world, the way that we are transformed by the Holy Spirit, the way that resurrection transforms death into the gate of life. And we have all these rituals in and out of the church that transform us, transform time. Baptism and confirmation, marriage and ordination, graduation, retirement parties, more and more. Each time we hope that the transformation will lead to a brighter tomorrow. But I think we also often hope that it brings a completed tomorrow. An easier tomorrow, one that has no more work to be done, no more change to be made, no more pain, no more stress, no more worry. This week, we celebrated Juneteenth as a country, a holiday that lives in that space between transformation and tomorrow. It began because a number of enslaved people in Texas were free, legally, had been for a while. But the world had not changed to meet that freedom, not for 2.5 years. And so when the Union Army finally arrived to tell them they were free, the war was over, the nation would remain united, they celebrated. Because who wouldn't celebrate freedom? A new tomorrow was dawning. And it wasn't complete. They were free, but not as free as their white neighbors. And as time went on, the divide grew in a different form. And so people began to march and to sit in lunch counters and to demand seats on buses, and they won a new, brighter tomorrow, but they still weren't as free as their white neighbors. This is the story of transformation and tomorrow. Every transformation brings change, brings a new day, brings something, often something worth celebrating deeply. And with every tomorrow comes more work to be done in this imperfect world. We live in the space between transformation and tomorrow. Paul captures this in his letter today. Christian life, he says, is not a one-time stop. It's an ongoing life of continual, committed transformation. He says, I thank God for all of you because you are on this journey with me. When we live alongside one another, he says, when we hold one another's hearts in our own, when we share each other's burdens, even suffering, oppression, imprisonment, as Paul says. When we do that, God finds ways to transform all of it, and our world in turn, so that as our love overflows more and more and more, our world grows more and more and more close to the perfection we find in God's beloved community. Paul calls it the harvest of righteousness. In Hebrew, the word for righteousness is the same as the word for justice. That is the world we are moving toward. So let us live in that space, celebrating what has already been transformed and looking to what must still change for better. May it be so.